County's public transit agency has announced its biggest expansion in nearly 2 decades. Starting September 8th, Citrus Connection will begin operating a third transit hub out of Posner Park in Davenport. This will include 2 new bus routes in the eastern half of the county. The Lakeland-based transportation agency will use part of approximately $7 million in federal coronavirus relief funds to incorporate Posner Park's newly constructed park and ride facility as a cog in its larger countywide system. This will allow riders to transfer between the 4 routes. COVID-19's economic impact will likely increase the number of people who depend on Polk's public buses. Increases occurred in 2006 when gas prices soared nationally, and again during the Great Recession from 2008 to 2010. To keep up on any changes, visit ridecitrus.com.
This is kind of one of those unintended consequences, I guess you could say. You know, something that you're not really aware of. I mean, obviously you think about people losing their jobs, you think about all these different avenues, but then you look at transportation. Are people able to afford owning a vehicle anymore? So these busing transportation, these busing routes become a lot more important.
Right, and the silver lining here is that people in the Four Corners area, in that part of Polk, in the eastern part of Polk, have been rallying and rallying and rallying for state funds for years for bus routes on that side of the county. So this is actually a blessing that they're able to use these funds that wouldn't necessarily be used otherwise to go ahead and make that a reality, to serve the people in those areas that are quickly becoming very populated and very used. So, I mean, it's definitely, coronavirus at least has some good outcomes.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how quickly that area is growing, that northeast section of Polk County. Of course, our planners here at the county had planned that, had seen that coming for the better part of a decade now.
And they've been requesting those routes, but it just hadn't been previously funded. So
well, it's good to see some new stuff coming in there, and infrastructure.